Hello and welcome. Fasten your seatbelt for another mind-blowing episode of TechnyFire. I am Dakpo Aruajo, the TechnyFire, bringing you tomorrow's tech today. The AI revolution has already infiltrated every corner of our existence, reshaping how we live, work, and yes, even how companies hunt for talent. Gone are the days of tedious hiring processes. Artificial intelligence is now the ultimate talent scout, slashing hiring times while boosting diversity. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on this revolution, showcasing the breakthrough technologies reshaping how companies find the perfect match and how candidates can leverage these systems to land their dream roles. But first, brace yourselves for the hottest tech development in our adrenaline pumping segment, and that's on Tech News on Fire.
Promote its AI technology, indicating a potential entry into China's humanoid robot market. Analysts see this as a step towards introducing its robots. The account showcased Optimus robots and updates on autonomous driving, gaining over 12,000 followers. Paul Trailer of Albright Stonebridge Group said Tesla aims to leverage its brand to enter the humanoid robot sector, suggesting groundwork for expansion into China. China's humanoid robotics industry is growing, with a Morgan Stanley report predicting market growth from $47 billion in 2024 to $108 billion by 2028. Apple has officially launched the iPhone 17 Pro as part of its latest smartphone lineup. Unveiled on the 9th of September, the iPhone 17 Pro starts at $1,099 and features an advanced camera system with three 48MP lenses for exceptional photography. The device also includes a new liquid cooling system for improved performance and battery life. Alongside the Pro models, Apple introduced the iPhone 17 Air, its slimmest smartphone, yet at just 5.6mm thick. All new devices will be available for purchase starting 19th of September, just in time for the holiday season. Nokia has launched a premium 5G smartphone in South Africa featuring a 250-megapixel camera and 8GB RAM. The 250MP camera delivers high-quality photography with excellent low-light performance. The reliable 5000 mAh battery ensures all-day connectivity, while the 8GB RAM supports smooth multitasking for apps and streaming. Nokia's design combines durability with modern features like 5G connectivity, addressing the everyday needs of users. The reduced launch price makes the phone an attractive option, offering flagship features at a budget-friendly cost. An Indian bankruptcy lawyer, Mark Zuckerberg, is suing Meta for repeatedly suspending his Facebook account for impersonation, costing him thousands in lost business. It claims Meta breached its agreement by removing around $11,000 in paid ads. Despite providing proof of his identity, his account has been blocked 5 times in 8 years. His latest suspension was in May, with the account restored only after he filed the lawsuit. Meta admitted the mistake and said it will work to prevent future issues. Zuckerberg has also created a website to document similar incidents, highlighting the serious impact of these bans.
Welcome back. Let's shift to our main focus. In this exploration, we will take a close look at how artificial intelligence is transforming hiring practices and what that signifies for employers and job seekers in today's competitive landscape. To gain a clearer understanding, check out the video Hiring Reimagined: How AI is Transforming the Recruitment Landscape.
Artificial intelligence is reshaping various sectors of life in unprecedented ways, and the recruitment process is no exception. From sourcing candidates to screening resumes, AI tools are streamlining operations, making them faster and more efficient. Employers can sift through thousands of applications in seconds, quickly identifying the best candidates for their roles. But what does this mean for job seekers? Firstly, AI-driven platforms can provide personalized job recommendations based on skills, experiences, and career aspirations. This tailored approach helps candidates discover opportunities that closely align with their goals. Employers also benefit from AI. Analytics offer insights into hiring trends, enabling companies to make data-driven decisions. This not only improves the quality of hires, but also fosters diversity and inclusivity by mitigating unconscious bias in the recruitment process. However, the integration of AI comes with challenges. Job seekers must adapt to new technologies, learning to present themselves effectively in a digital environment. For employers, it's crucial to balance technology with the human touch, ensuring candidates feel valued throughout the recruitment journey. As we look to the future, it's evident that AI will continue to evolve, further transforming the recruitment landscape. By embracing these changes, both employers and job seekers can thrive in this competitive market.
Welcome back. And now to Trailblazers. We're thrilled to have an inspiring Amazon in the world of tech, an award-winning serial tech entrepreneur with over 15 years of experience in product development, digital transformation, and artificial intelligence, one of the top 100 most influential BEM leaders in Tech UK by the Financial Times and Inclusive Board. She's Tommy Edwards, the co-founder and CEO of Tech1M. She's at the forefront of leveraging AI to streamline hiring processes, making them more efficient and inclusive. Join us as we explore her journey and the innovations at Tech1M that are changing the recruitment landscape. Welcome to Trailblazers on TechnyFire. On the show today, we have Tommy Edwards. In 2024, she was named the Businesswoman of the Year and one of the 100 women tech founders to watch. As a CEO and co-founder of Tech1M, she's revolutionizing recruitment with artificial intelligence. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Tell us more about you, because it seems there's a whole lot we need to understand about you.
I'm Tommy Edwards, and that's basically what I'm known as, but my full name is Tomilola Olani Edwards. Born and bred in Lagos, Nigeria, and I left for the UK about 20 plus years ago. So I've been an entrepreneur since the age of 16. I started my entrepreneurship here in Nigeria, and but getting into tech, I basically got into tech working for the large corporates. So your likes of Barclays, UBS, KPMG, and the rest, bringing digital transformation into the organizations, working on multiple projects that could actually, change the way in which they are being seen now. And I think when I started to do that, alongside my own entrepreneurial drive, I started to see even things that we were building without even understanding that we're already changing the way tech was working. I'll give an example. One of the first things that I did while I was in UK being an entrepreneur was I was a mortgage advisor. Being a mortgage advisor, I had like an high street office selling mortgages. We ended up building like a tool that customers could come in, buy our website, be able to drop what they're looking for, and then we're able to take that and then use that to figure out if they could get a loan or not. I didn't understand that tool was a CRM. I was just like creating forms and gradually using that form to make decisions. But then working for large corporates, you started to see the impact of what those kind of things can do. And I think that just led me into, building multiple businesses, not all of them at the same time, but doing quite a number. So far within tech, I would say like my very first tech platform will be Multi-Droppers. And what we were doing there is a logistic tech platform. So we had the likes of, so think about your last mile. So you have a parcel coming to your house. UK is quite big on Christmas. They're quite big on gifting, especially during that season. And the likes of your DHL, your FedEx and co, they just couldn't cope with the amount of demand that was coming through. They also couldn't hire the drivers full time. So this is where there was now a gap, like contractor hiring for drivers.
That's where you came in.
Yeah, that's where I came in. And this was before the days of Amazon. Just imagine what I'm talking about. So we saw the gap. And I think for me, I just came back from studying from Harvard then. And my head was always like, I'm looking for something that could just grow from the bottom up, something that's a real pain and not just a vitamin. I saw a delivery man keeps coming to my door, and then one day one of the ones that came in, I knew him. I'm like, hey, Shion is Nigerian. Hey, Shion, do you know what? Tell me about this thing. And then he told me. I joined him in the vehicle just to see how he was delivering. I understood the entire delivery market. I even took a job as a driver, even though I took it just for one day to understand, you know, you'll be shocked at how things can just transfer. For instance, they have like a, you know, when you hear FIFO, LIFO, you think it's just accounting, first in, last out, last in, first out. Apparently, it actually works as well in logistics. So if you're going to deliver something to me first, then that means that has to be the last thing you put into the van. Just think about it. So I was just like learning all of those principles, all the lingo, manifest and things like that. Before you know what's happening, I figured out how these guys were hired. I was able to then now, okay, let's start to find a way to hire these people and find a way to get contracts. Fast forward a few weeks after that, we had the likes of DPD, FedEx, UPS, all being our customers, and gradually took that nationwide in the UK and decided to build a platform for that so they could do that on demand. So that was the very first tech.
I went to Eventbrite.
Yes, and then I move over to Eventbrite. I was able to sell multi-droppers at a point, then move over to Eventbrite. So Eventbrite came out of my wedding. So this is me figuring out, while I was doing my wedding, I was trying to find suppliers. So then you have to call a friend of a friend of a friend to be able to get the exact thing you wanted. I'm like, surely there should be an easy way to do this. That was quite stressful. So I decided to solve this, but doing like a B2C, not fully understanding that B2C is very, very difficult. So it picked up. It was doing well, but it was just taking so long because you need volume to be able to really make it out of B2C financially. And before you know what is happening, we realized, okay, we could create a B2B application as well, because there are events happening on the B2B side, but it's just a little bit different. What they're looking for is more engagement with the event, a way in which they could chat with people before even arriving at the event, a way in which they could see what is happening simultaneously in multiple halls. So we decided to create a B2B application called Eventbrite Corporate. We happen to even have 6 of the African presidents use our the application through the African Union, events that they had. But soon enough, we realized that, because all this was being bootstrapped by myself, so it was just my own funds using this. So I'm like, we need a ton of money, but we just couldn't get that. Quickly, Amazon was coming in, and Amazon was creating Amazon Flexi. We were seeing Hopin, which is a UK-based event platform, raised 50 million. And I'm like, this is game over. 50 million pounds. Doing a similar thing that we were doing at Eventbrite Corporate. So I just felt this is game over. I need to understand, how do you compete? How do I raise money to be able to compete with? They will be everywhere. The application is quite similar. So this is where we decided to sell Eventbrite Corporate. So I sold that, and I just went back into working again for the large corporate, still learning the things that I want to, and came TechnyFire.
Briefly, tell us about
TechnyFire. So I still have TechnyFire. So TechnyFire is a software company. We develop software for the largest companies and the smallest companies. So you come to us, you say your technology that you're trying to build, you just tell us about what you're trying to do. We then figure out how we could scale that for you and how we could use technology in scaling that. So be it we have to combine, multiple systems that are currently available off the shelf, and then we just then do integrations and build something custom, but integrate quite a number of things for you. Or it could be the fact that you already have something very powerful, and all you need is like artificial intelligence, maybe a chatbot with it. Maybe you need, just one or two key partners. We also then developed like a drag and drop website builder, which we call Breeze CMS, that allows you to just easily, within like a few hours, have your full website with your full e-commerce, everything on it. So we do this for very, very, we have different type of customers, very large and very small. We have a few customers here in Nigeria as well, but majority of our customers are based in the UK. Yeah, in the UK. But then in doing that, Tedbury then decided to say, okay, lots of customers were coming our way. And we said, okay, we need more talent. A lot of the talent for Tedbury were in Yaba here in Lagos. And we are like, okay, we need more. How do we get more? Why can't the guy that I interviewed yesterday, why is he not good enough for me to just hire him? It feels like there's a skill shortage gap in here. So this is where we decided to create what we call Tedbury Nation. We gave out a scholarship to be able to see who we can train. I used my project management and business analysis knowledge, created videos, jumped on an LMS, put that out there, and we just started to see like the first 100 people apply. We trained them, and I picked like a few of them that I hired into Tedbury, and that gave me like a bigger idea. So the bigger idea then is, okay, if we could do that on project management and business analysis, surely we could do that on all the stack that we already know. And this is where Tech1M was born.
So can you elaborate how AI helps to reduce biases in recruitment?
Right. So like I was saying, so Tech1M itself started as an event tech platform. We ended up giving out about 1,000 scholarships to people. I would say about over 80% of them were Nigerians, but we had people from 18 different countries. But very quickly, I realized that the problem is not actually just the skill shortage gap. It goes beyond that. It's about how they get hired. It's about how they are not being biased against. It's about bringing opportunity closer to them, So this is where I then made the executive decision to say, instead of us being like a learning management platform, we want to actually really solve the talent acquisition and management aspect of it. So Tech1M today has evolved. So what we are an AI-first talent acquisition and management platform. We have a number of products under us. One is what we call 1M Recruit, which is our recruitment operation engine in itself. So what it does is just think about an application tracking system, but underneath it is a full AI that helps you create the job description by you just saying what you're trying to find. It's as simple as saying, oh, I need a producer that understands this. It will write the full job description for you to ask you questions. What do you want to pay them? How do you want to do this? It's like, oh, the amount you want to pay does not, based on the benchmark of the industry, I think we might need to go higher. And it could do that while also understanding, the biases that are involved in hiring, suggesting things that you should do to reduce those sort of bias for you and do distribution. So that's one of our key products. That's the 1M Recruit. We also have 1M Aptitude. So 1M Aptitude, we call it an intelligent assessment management platform. So everything that has to do with assessment. So you could think about it as like your test center. So you could take any type of test, be it your cognitive test, be it your behavioral test, your personality test. But then it goes beyond that. It goes beyond hiring. So that starts to trend into things that schools could use in evaluating, students, things that even investors could use to evaluate founders that they're bringing onto their fund and things like that. And and now we're building what we call the 1M Elite, which allows us to use our AI as well as our recruitment engine and aptitude to be able to pre-vet candidates on demand. So we pre-vet candidates down, we get them AI literate while on the platform, and then now we get companies to be able to hire pre-vetted candidates on the spot.
What technologies do you use?
So we are, like I mentioned, we are AI first. So it's like, so the way to do this is basically we've developed our software using the normal languages, Python that everybody would use. However, in order to be able to get this up, you then have to have like models that you can fine tune. So we were lucky to be one of the 12 companies within Israel and Europe that Google selected for their very first AI first cohort. So what that meant for us is that we get access to models that Google is about to bring out before the world even sees it. So that gives us like a good advantage. But within the Google Cloud in itself, you have other models that you can work with. So be it 11 Labs, be it Hugging Face, be it Anthropic and things like that. But I think the key question is basically how do we fine tune to make sure that within our stack in itself, the AI understands the context of what it's doing and reduce hallucination as much as possible.
Welcome back from that insightful conversation with Tommy Edwards. After the break, we will dive into the essential tips for both job seekers and employers on navigating the AI-driven hiring landscape. That's on TechWise. Looking for a new job or know someone who is? Listen up. AI isn't just changing our world. It's completely rewriting the rules of hiring. To succeed, you need to play by these new rules. Job seekers, let me give you some survival tips. Pack your resume with industry-specific keywords that AI screening tools crave. Tailor every application to mirror the job description language. Let AI-powered platforms become your personal job matchmaker and prepare for interviews with AI. Yes, your first interviewer might not be human. Employers can also harness the AI advantage by deploying buyers, reducing AI tools to discover overlooked talent, and regularly fine-tuning your algorithms to support true diversity, and the use of AI analytics to measure what's working in your requirement. And keep the human touch. Communicate clearly with candidates throughout. Master this new AI hiring landscape, and you will find better opportunities or build stronger teams. With AI, we can rebuild a better us. Be wise, tech-wise. And now to our feedback segment. Thank you for your amazing responses to our last question. Your insights truly enrich our discussions. Today's burning question is, how do you feel about the use of AI in job hiring? Have you experienced it? Has it changed job search experience? We want to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences with us via www.technyfire.net or Dakpo Aruwajoye at technyfire.net or on social media. Your feedback is invaluable and helps us continue bringing you the stories that matter. That wraps up our exploration of AI in the hiring process, showcasing how technology can drive efficiency in requirement. I hope these insights equip you with the knowledge to navigate the evolving job market effectively. Until next time, keep the tech flame burning. I am Dakpo Aruwajoy, the TechnyFire signing off. Bye for now, and see you next time on TechnyFire.